Hey y'all, I'm Carolina Tony. Thank you for stopping by my channel. If you're here for the first time, be sure to go down below and subscribe, if you will. After that, ring the bell so you'll be notified every time I put a video out. Today, we are traveling to Waycross, Georgia to a forestry museum where I hear there's a mummified dog stuck in a tree called Stuckie. And we'll get started right after this station identification. In Southern Forest world, this talks all about how we rely on the forest for things that we have: trees, wooden spools, even a table leg, cross-cut saw, even cross arms for electricity. Musical instruments. Here are some creatures of the southern forest. There's a washed out raccoon and a bobcat, a fox squirrel, and a bear. Actually, a black bear. I've talked about this many times about how they make turpentine. Well, it's been done for many, many years. And there's some methods here from 1700 where they would just chop a hunk out the bottom of the tree, peel the bark off. Even in that was in 1700, they peeled the bark off. And that operation continued on up till 1904. They would peel the bark off, the sap would run down, and a little trough where it could be collected. Same way in 1981, and here are some of the cups that's used to collect the pine sap. So they would actually wound the tree, and then the tree, in an effort to heal itself, would cause the rosin to run out. And that's where they got the pine tar from. Here is a turpentine barrel from 2013. And a wooden turpentine barrel. And they would actually distill it, just like making moonshine. At first glance, I thought this was a coffin, but it's not. It is the box for a huge tree saw. More chainsaws. And a bow saw that it takes 2 people to operate. Looks like a hollow tree. It's not a sequoia, but I think we can look in it. Cool. Now this is a story that I have often read about, and I finally, after all these years, have got the opportunity to come. This is about Stuckie, the mummified dog the Georgia Craft Company, they had paid a local logging contractor to cut down some timber. And this particular log surprised everybody. When they cut it, they found out it was hollow. This was actually from the fourth cut, so it was approximately 28 foot up in the air. So in this section here, this was the fourth cutting. So where Stuckie's at is about 28 foot up the tree. See, he actually crawled in that hole up 28 feet. What were you gonna say now?
If you look on his back.
That's his collar.
It could very well be his collar.
It looks like his collar is sticking out right up towards the top.
Do I need to move my hand?
No, man. Wow.
And then he investigated it.
Wow. How'd he get in there?
There had to be a hole somewhere. I don't think it was at the very bottom, but somewhere where he could go in.
So he probably tried to crawl up under it and came out. And I wonder how old it is.
How old he is?
How old he is.
This tree was cut down in 1980. They think he had already been in here for 20 years, and they think he was a 4-year-old hound. So in man years, it'd be 64 this year.
So what we're looking at right now, there's nothing been done to him.
No.
This is exactly how he found it.
Yes.
I mean, and his freaking eyes is open. That's unreal. And because it was so far up in the air, and it was hollowed out, it caused something called the chimney effect. That it caused the scent and all to be carried up. And the acid that's in the tree also helped mummify Stuckie. They seem to think that he went in on ground level, perhaps through a hole in the lower ground, or he could have climbed a little ways. But basically what happened is he climbed up this tree until he couldn't climb anymore. And as we see him now, this is the way they found him. They didn't find him until they put the log on the truck. And that's when they looked up in there and they were shocked. They've often joked about what was Stuckie doing, that he wanted to crawl up a tree, and they said he was chasing a coon. They don't know for sure. But it sounds like a good story. You want to know what it feels like to go inside of a hollow tree? Well, hey, I'll show you. Looking at a knot. Let's go down. This is a steam locomotive, of course, a 1905 wood burner steam logger. This old locomotive, there's not a sign on it anywhere that says no climbing. So you know what that means? I'm gonna climb. Well, that's going to end our adventure here in Waycross, Georgia, at Southern Forestry World. I thought that Stuckie the dog, that's just weird and creepy all at the same time. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a big old thumbs up. Be sure to share with your family and friends and share on your social media. But until next time, y'all have a good day.